When you can go beyond saying I do open source just in my free time, and you can actually start to say, oh, I do half my time for a job and half my time on open source, or even I do all of my time on open source, that's when things that really impact the world get made.
When I actually saw that I got accepted into the program, it meant everything. It means everything. It means the world.
About 5 years ago, my company was introducing Go as a language, and I wanted an excuse to learn Go. And I was also experiencing difficulty trying to use Git on the command line because it has a very clunky interface. So I figured, why not learn some Go, try and improve my efficiency using Git. And I went and made a terminal UI for Git written in Go, which became LazyGit.
The project is called Aussie Render, and it's a piece of software for artists to create music and visuals.
I'm involved with the type level Scala community. This is sort of a community of developers who use the Scala programming language to create libraries and tools for doing functional programming.
There's nothing like a CAD program, computer-aided design, like an architect would use to allow us to interactively design and simulate molecules, materials, right? Atomic architectures. So we built the tool that we wanted for the kinds of science we like to do.
I work on Midem Proxy, which is an HTTP interactive debugging proxy. So some of our users use Midem Proxy to, for example, debug their own apps. But we also have users who use Midem Proxy to find security vulnerabilities. And last but not least, we have people who use Midem Proxy to uncover privacy violations.
I work on a multiple of open source projects throughout the years. I still maintain a couple. Those projects would be Redux Saga, Emotion, that's a CSS in JS library. I also maintain Xstate, and I'm currently actually doing that as my daily job.
Over the past 15 years, I've maintained a machine learning library called MLPack, the focus being on fast machine learning implementations. But there's a whole ecosystem around here. So I also maintain and develop a library called Ensmalen. I'm also a part of the Armadillo linear algebra library. And then I also developed the Bandicoot GPU linear algebra library.
And I'm currently working on Cotivite. Cotivite is a learning management system, and the goal of Cotivite is to increase the financial value of its users.
I'm the project lead of a project called Globalix. That is a project intended to support whistleblowers, enabling organizations to set up a secure, anonymous platform that empower whistleblowers worldwide, reporting corruption and other types of malpractices.
And I am working on a bunch of open source, but the most notorious thing, let's say, will be FastAPI, which is a web API framework built in Python for building web APIs.
Classroom allows bootcamps to very simply and easily run cohorts and automate lots of the boring parts. Think of things like attendance, grading, certificates, polls, quizzes, charts, everything in one place.
My project is called Mock Service Worker, and a lot of folks probably heard about it, but those who haven't, it's an API mocking library for JavaScript, but it's with a twist.
Programs like the Codacy Pioneers Program that has this component of hey, we are gonna fund each one of these projects that join the program for 12 months. It's not like a salary, but it's quite meaningful to the open source developers that are getting that. And it's it's an effort from the company to inject into open source.